Well, I guess you could say this game is starting off with a bang. Hello everybody, my name is TheOtakuArtist, and welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider Trilogy. In the previous episode, we completed our adventures through the Tomb Raider Anniversary, which was also the very last game in this project that we've already seen on this channel. In today's episode, we'll be going through a brand new adventure that we've not seen on this channel before, Tomb Raider Underworld. And I like how I'm saying brand new even though this game is like 10 years old. But anyway, now we'll be going through Craft Manor because this place is on fire and stuff like that. That's not very pleasant, so we need to figure out the source of these flames. But something really cool is if we can go over here, and there's a jar! Destroy the jars! Yay! If The Legend of Zelda has taught me anything, it's that jars are our nemesis. Seriously, that's why I wrote my notes for some of the awards we'll be seeing later in the game. But anyway, what we want to do now is we're going to go over here, and now some of the floor is destroyed, which is very depressing. Also, in case you couldn't figure it out on your own, don't touch the fire, because fire burns and it's not very pleasant.
Look out! It's long. I know. Hey, Lara. Find it yet?
Patience, Zip. I warned you that conveniently undiscovered islands would be scarce in the Mediterranean.
Are you sure this Eddington chap knows what he's talking about?
If he says father was convinced the path to Avalon was here, I have no reason to doubt it.
Fair enough. But it's... well, we've been talking...
You've been talking, man.
Yeah, it's just... alright, maybe Avalon is real, but just because some bad woman tells you your mother didn't die after all. I mean, look, I don't want to seem heartless, but this idea of your mum living in some Celtic underworld, it's a little bit mental, isn't it?
I have no illusions that my mother is holding court in some mythical paradise, Alistair. I only want the truth, whatever it may be. I'll ring you later.
Alright, starting off on our journey to the path of Avalon. There are some console differences I want to talk about real quick. First of all, on the Wii and PS2 version of this game, the laptop that you saw during that cutscene has like a completely blank screen, and it's very weird. But I think in those versions you can also climb this ladder, which is pretty interesting. I'm not going to be demonstrating those on screen unless for whatever reason in editing I decide to change my mind. But anyway, now we're going to be going inside the water area of this game, so yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. But the swimming controls in this game are admittedly a little bit weird, because you change your directions by using the right thumbstick, and you go forward by using the left thumbstick. I'm not a particular fan of dual analog controls, but it's pretty interesting. It's a lot better than it looks like on the Wii version, I'll just tell you that right now. That's probably going to be like a running trend we're going to see throughout this game, which makes me sad, because I do enjoy the Nintendo Wii. Right there, that is a first enemy we'll be facing on our adventure through Tomb Raider Underworld. That is a shark. So basically, you just shoot it. That's kind of what you do. So something really cool is if you have your dual pistols, you'll actually be able to aim at two enemies at once. So we're not seeing it right here because we're only aiming at one enemy, but still a pretty interesting detail nonetheless. So I think there's another shark right here. Yep, there it is. Alrighty then. It's kind of a morbid detail that they kind of wriggle around when they die, but whatever. So what we want to do first is there's this big giant tower thingy. So what you want to do is you want to go inside, because that's what towers are for. They're meant for going inside and stuff like that. So let's activate this and move it over here. This handle circly thingy, the location of that is a bit different on the Wii version of this game. We'll be demonstrating that a little bit later. It becomes a little bit more relevant towards us. But what I'm going to be focusing on right now are collecting rewards. Because there are a lot of them to go grab. Because Tomb Raider Underworld has a lot more rewards than the previous games. Especially when you compare it to Tomb Raider Anniversary and things like that, where like there were maybe like 2 artifacts in a level. This level alone has 10. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. The next one we're looking for is somewhere around this tower. I hope so, maybe. If I remember correctly, you do have another chance to go grab some of these awards. That's not going to be the case for every single one in the game, so just keep that in mind. Oh, it's over here. Hooray for editing! Alright, I got a little confused about where we're supposed to be located, but luckily I remembered, because I remember everything. Not really. Alright, continuing on from where the previous reward was located at. The next one we're going to be going towards is somewhere around here. The pathway leading towards it is blocked by seaweed, so that's where we're going to be looking for. If you want to go for every single reward in this level, then basically you're going to want to try to find 6 of them before you open the circly door or circliness. That's basically what the rule of thumb is, and here's the next pathway now. I believe this is our 3rd reward, so we're already halfway there. Hooray! And luckily, I remember where the other ones are, because I know everything. Not really, I have notes with me. So, the next reward we'll be going towards, we want to head back over towards the tower over there in the distance. Not exactly towards that tower, we're actually heading towards that rock formation over there. So let's keep on swimming, let's keep swimming. Wait, what am I doing? You can press the L button, the LB button to swim faster. I completely forgot about that. But luckily I remembered. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. So we're gonna go over here. And inside here, oh, it's a secret passage. Ooh, it's so sparkly. Not really. Did I really just say that? I'm weird. Leaving from the room we were in a moment ago, the next place we're going to be going towards are those ruins over there. We probably could have gone this one first, to be completely honest. Well, okay, first of all, I'm going to take care of this guy because I feel like it. I probably mentioned this already, or at least I did in a failed recording, but you can aim at 2 enemies at once in Tomb Raider Underworld, which is something that's really cool. You couldn't do this in Tomb Raider Legend Anniversary, and I don't think you can even do it in the more recent games. I may be wrong about that because I haven't played Rise of the Tomb Raider yet, or Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because that game is not actually out by the time this video is being released. But I know for a fact that's a feature is not in Tomb Raider 2013. Can I please destroy these guys? Come on. Be destroyed. Okay, we'll use this then. Aha. Where are you? Nothing can stop the waifu. Alright, so yeah, we got a little turned around right there, but the ruin we're looking for is that one. And that right there is a circular door of circliness. I'm the best at explaining things, aren't I? Alright, so you want to go through this area. Ooh, it's a secret passage. I feel like that's a reference to something, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Alright, so this right here, it may seem a little weird because it looks like something important should be there, and on the Wii version, there is. But for whatever reason, on the Xbox 360 version, it's not. Basically, what I'm talking about is that handle bar thing that we were searching for, like the one that we saw in the room with the circular door circliness. Because in the Wii version, we're going to switch over to gameplay of that real quick. But in the Wii version of Tomb Raider Underworld, this is where that second handlebar would have been located at, and you would have activated it by completing a Wii-exclusive puzzle. So that's something that's pretty well worth mentioning. I don't know how this is handled on the PS2 version, because I know the Wii and PS2 versions are very similar. But I don't know that much about the PS2 version. I can't really record footage of that because I don't own it. But I will record footage for the Wii version of this game because that's another version of the game that I happen to have. So that's pretty interesting. There are a lot of differences between the HD and the Wii versions of this game. That's kind of like one of the bigger reasons why that's one of the bigger focuses of this Let's Play. It's not going to be a big feature like Tomb Raider Anniversary was, where we were demonstrating on-screen differences between Anniversary and the original game, but it's still going to be something that pops up every now and then. You may notice that one of these stone slabs may be a little bit different than the other ones. I don't know if that's the proper term to describe this thing, but that's the term that I'm going to be sticking with because I can't think of anything better. But what you want to do is, first of all, you want to press the back button on the Xbox 360 controller to see if we have enough awards. Yes, we do. Alright, well, we'll take care of this menu at some... Well, I guess I can demonstrate it right now because we have time. This right here is the sonar map. Basically what this does is it's kind of like a 3D map that can help you navigate the area. It's really stupid and useless. I'm sorry, but it is. It only really helps you with a very small amount of range. So I'm not going to be using that pretty much at any point during this Let's Play. Alrighty then, so now that we've opened the door, what you want to do is carefully swim around these jellyfish because, as you saw right there, if you touch it, you get electrocuted and take damage and you will not be a happy person. Alright, so I want to be careful around this area because there's always a reward in this cavern that I always forget about. Is it here? Yes, it is. Alright then, so let's continue onward. Fun story, the first time I played this game, my sister was watching me and she grabbed my shoulder right when the tentacle moved, and it scared me, and I always get that feeling on my shoulder whenever I see that. So that's a bit of a fun story. So I did the same thing when I played Tomb Raider 3 the first time in the Nevada levels when the rattlesnake appeared in the bushes. Alright, so this right here, we're going to see this a lot where we're going to have to destroy a bunch of jars to be able to collect a reward. So that's going to be something that's really fun because the law of the Legend of Zelda, if you see a jar, it must die. No mercy. Next one we're getting right here is right out in the open. It'd be kind of hard to miss this one. Well, I guess it would be understandable if you did miss that one because it's a little bit hard to see. And speaking of which, wow, this room is a little bit dark to see. I hope you guys can see it clearly. Is there a way that I can change the visuals on this? That's not the right button. I give you light! Alrighty then. Now, this game can be a little bit dark at times, and it's a little hard to see during certain points, so I do apologize for that. I'll make note of that for future levels, and so we don't run into that problem again. I turned the brightness like all the way up, so I hope that doesn't become a problem later in the Let's Play. And one thing I gotta say is, this is probably like my favorite looking Xbox 360 game out there. And even though technically Tomb Raider 2013 does look better than this one does, this game is still really gorgeous. It's easily one of my favorite games when it comes to pure visuals. It's also definitely one of my more favorite Tomb Raider games, which is saying a lot, because Tomb Raider is awesome and perfect in every way. Now, something really cool is that there were a couple ways that you could have climbed up there. You could have taken the route I took, you could have climbed on these from a different angle. It's all really interesting. Like, there are multiple solutions to several of these puzzles, and it's really interesting trying to figure these out for yourself. And I think future Tomb Raider games evolve from this idea, for lack of a better term. That's not the button I meant to push. But Yeah. If you want an example, think The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on a bit of a smaller scale, where you enter a room like this, and like there are a couple, like maybe there are a couple of solutions to solving these puzzles. Like as you saw right there, we demonstrated another one of those solutions where, if you didn't want to take the high road, you could have just walked across that one platform. And the reflection on the walls is just so pretty. This is such a pretty game. We can turn on our light. Ooh, fancy. And we can pick up these boxes. Oh, it's such revolutionary gameplay. Oh my god, we can pick up boxes! No more having to move them around! No more slow, horrible PS1 box moving mechanics. I already complained enough about that in Tomb Raider Anniversary, but I feel like complaining about it again. And I don't know why I'm still talking in this voice. Let's hit the switch.
Incredible. The carvings are clearly similar to early Germanic design, but this is far older than the 5th century, yet, strangely enough, more sophisticated. Proto-Norse runes. Let's see. World of Mist. That would be Niflheim, the realm of the dead. Not Avalon exactly, but the Norse equivalent.
And with that, we're getting this video off here. So, thank you all so much for watching this video of Tomb Raider Underworld. And until next time, let's get rid of you. Oh yeah.
My father died in a tragic accident while searching for Avalon, the mystical resting place of King Arthur. I never shared his belief that it had played any role in my mother's disappearance, but recent events make me suspect otherwise. Professor Eddington knew the coordinates father intended to investigate next, but did not know how he had determined them, or if he had confirmed the existence of a ruin at that location. That's up to me.